a sponsor for all this? Because I'm really not trying to come out of pocket for all this bullshit. Oh, we're live? Alright, you are now tuned in to another episode of Monkey Business. That's right, episode number 2, with me, Hamid Yaz, as your host, America's soon-to-be favorite business news host. And why would that be? Because this show is unscripted, meaning no teleprompter, no script, and a little secret, we ain't got no damn budget either. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting show. But every week I'm bringing you the latest headlines, and some of the biggest headlines is in the business world. So today we're going to start with Facebook. The FTC has officially sued Facebook because in this capitalistic country of the United States of America, they're saying that Facebook is too damn big. Now, I want you to think about something. We support and promote small business and entrepreneurship and such. However, if you get too big, you tend to get sued now because they're saying that's not fair. Obviously, Facebook also owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and other ventures that they have billions of dollars tied into. Mark Zuckerberg is an American success story. But welcome to America in 2020, where we're on the brink, depending on the way you look at it, we're on the brink of socialism and communism, as some people say. So basically, you can be an entrepreneur and you can be a capitalist as long as you only own local dry cleaners, because other than that, they're going to get you. And it's really interesting also because the same people that use Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp daily, you know, whether it's people that work for the FTC, government officials, senators, congressmen, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Those are the same people standing behind the lawsuit. So it's kind of like going to a gym, utilizing the gym, right? Going across the country on vacation, and you're utilizing the gym amenities and such. You talk to people, socialize with people at the gym, and then you want to sue the gym and stand behind lawsuits at the gym because the gym is too damn big. The franchise, Gold's Gym, or whoever it is. I really don't understand that logic, but hey, this is 2020 going into 2021. We're in a global pandemic. People are just fed up and they're just looking for something to complain about. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, speaking of socializing, I don't even know if it's number 1. Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a casual encounter, it might be number 1, since obviously Craigslist, that got cut. That section got cut. Backpage, remember all the hookers on Backpage? That got cut. So now all the hookers and the escorts are on Tinder. However, Hot Girl Meg, or Megan Thee Stallion, co-rapper of the hit song WAP, some of y'all know it as Women Arousing Predators. Have you seen that video? I mean, it's nothing new for women to sexually exploit themselves to get some views online, to get some accolades up there on the charts and so on. But WAP is a very interesting song. Nothing different that was going on in the 80s or 90s, but it is what it is. 2020, throw it in there, whatever. Anyways, Megan Thee Stallion teamed up with Tinder to give away $1 million as some kind of challenge that they're doing. I believe it's $10,000 to 100 people or something like that, for them to showcase themselves more on Tinder. We want you to be you. We want to see more of who you are. Well, goddammit, I want to see more of who you are also. There's 38-year-old women using filters. I remember the little doggy ears and the bunnies and all that. They're using all these filters. Their face is all bleached out. You would think that they're standing in the middle of the sun and they really can't see nothing. Then you get the ones that post pictures of trees and wildlife and, I don't know, hiking trails. You know damn well they don't go hiking. You know damn well they don't go long walks on the beach anyways. Then the other one is when they post from the neck up. Let me take a wild guess. If I'm scrolling on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of your photos, and they're all from the neck up, maybe a little red flag there, buddy. And you know, the thing is with Tinder, I know that Tinder's like this. Actually, all online dating is like this. It's kind of like, imagine people playing dodgeball, right? You're playing dodgeball in the dark. Everyone's throwing the ball. You don't know who you're hitting. You don't know who got. You just know you got hit, but the other person doesn't know where it came from, and so on. That's what I consider online dating. Whether it's Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, and all of these ones that say, well, we won't match you and won't let you notify who liked you unless they like you. And I don't really understand that. But anyways, Megan Thee Stallion is teaming up with them to give away $1 million for them to showcase more of themselves. And yes, we would really like to see more of yourself also. Have some direct links to your Instagram. Don't just say, this is my Instagram. And by the way, all of these, I don't want to say all of these. A lot of women on these social platforms are really just trying to gain more followers on other platforms. Oh yes, the platforms that are getting sued, by the way. Okay, the parent company that's getting sued, they want to break it apart and sell it to, I don't know, hell, the Chinese came in with TikTok, and then they say an American company has to buy it. And then an American company buys it, and then goddamn, what happens next? They say the American company is too big. So it's kind of like a catch-22. But anyways, regardless of what you're doing on Tinder, that's the latest news. $1 million giveaway. And whether you're on there looking, you're bi, you're straight, you're confused, it doesn't matter. There's something for everyone. Obviously, men looking for men, transgenders looking for, I don't know, men or women, whatever they're looking for. Do your thing. And if you have a Friday night Tinder date, you might want to pay attention to what's going on. Now, Chobani has announced, Chobani yogurt, the #1 Greek-selling yogurt in the United States, has announced that they, because of the stagnant sales in Greek yogurt, that they're introducing more product lines, okay? And they're really going to be pushing their probiotics that they put into there. Now, if you really want to clean yourself out for that Friday night Tinder date, whatever you be doing, clean out your bowels and such, a Chobani Squeezable might be something. Maybe it's a new thing that they haven't come out with. Who knows? A Chobani Squeezable might be something you want to down in the car before you go on your date, stop at a gas station and unload real quick and then go hook up. I mean, I don't know. Do whatever you do. And I don't understand these companies, by the way. These companies that say, we put MCT oil, we have probiotics. I thought all Greek yogurt had probiotics. I thought all yogurt had probiotics. I don't know, maybe some strains are greater than others, but yeah, it's like super coffee that I drink. They say, we have MCT oil. Well, how the hell much MCT oil do you have? People are literally buying something because it says something on the label, and they have no clue how much of it actually contains. I really don't understand. And another way, by the way, if you don't want to eat or purchase any of Chobani's new product lines, you might want to look into Chipotle, another one that'll clean out your bowels really good, okay? Chipotle announced that it is indefinitely closing a New York City location due to the rat infestation, okay? Now, hold on. I'm not talking about Tekashi 69 and his crew coming in. What I'm talking about is 4 people, and these are employees, by the way, got bitten by rats working inside of Chipotle. Now, it's one thing to go, you're working in the kitchen, in the grill, it's kind of slippery in the back, and you slip and fall. Can you imagine getting bit by a New York City rat? What are they, like this long? Like Master Splinter came out and said, I'm tired of this bullshit down here. I need to eat something. Now, the price of guacamole, guac and chips, or just guac by itself, in Texas is already ridiculous for Chipotle. Can you imagine going to New York City? They probably lock it up in a vault, and that's one of the reasons why the rats are saying, well, we like the guac, but they lock up the guac. Well, hell, we go to the next valuable thing, human flesh. And that's kind of sad when human flesh is the second most valuable thing in New York City compared to guacamole. And by the way, if you're in New York City and there's what do they call it when it's scarce, the guacamole? It's probably because the Puerto Ricans don't want the Mexicans there to begin with. Puerto Ricans and Mexicans do not mix. Could you imagine? I don't even think the Puerto Ricans want the Mexicans getting that far to do a delivery of avocados to make the guacamole. Can you imagine? Oye, papi, que este tipo que está aquí, un cholo ese, que es esto, papi? And the Mexicans are like, hey, Holmes, I'm just coming to drop off some avocados. Yeah, anyways. Get what I'm saying? Don't ever confuse a Puerto Rican with a Mexican. That's one of the worst things you can do, especially on the East Coast when it's more Puerto Ricans than anything. And another thing about rats, by the way, this week the White House put out, and they're really pushing this, by the way. This is actually old news, but it's new to us. Christine Fang, okay? I know this might sound totally wrong that we're talking about rats and we're talking about food, and then we talk about Christine Fang, which is an alleged Chinese spy. Straight face. Straight face. Christine Fang had apparently for years been hooking up with a lot of politicians, I believe especially on the West Coast. I remember Eric's, Swalwell, the guy that farted on, I believe it was live TV, he was doing an interview, and the guy, he farted. That has to be real. And I can understand if Rudy Giuliani did that the other day, farted during a hearing, but could you imagine being young, looking kind of cool, you're young, good looking, man, and you just rip one out? Well, anyways, when we were younger, we were told, and we kind of knew, fangs are dangerous. Fangs are dangerous, okay? If you see fangs run, this woman's nickname was Fang Fang. Now, y'all remember Superhead back from the earlier hip-hop days in Superhead that was going around hooking up with everybody. Now, imagine someone named Fang Fang. Those are red flags that you need to definitely notice and run. And I don't mean the red communist flag of China. I'm talking the American well-known red flag, like, hey, stay away. She hooked up with politician after politician after politician, helped him even get money for some of his campaigns and such, still didn't listen. Old news, they're bringing it back up. You know how this country goes. Let's see what we can get on you, smear campaigns and so on. But for future politicians of America, if there's a woman, especially Chinese, that goes by Fang Fang, be very careful. That just sounds sketchy to begin with. That's your business headlines of the week. Monkey Business with Hamid Yaz. And now I want to give you a business tip. Because yes, I actually am a businessman. I don't just sit here and entertain you. Now, I want y'all to think about something, okay? Imagine being the best in your industry. Now imagine being the favorite in your industry. What are you really shooting for? Think about, let's say your wife or your girlfriend, it's her birthday. Where do you take her? Do you take her to the best restaurant that you like or that you... And by the way, a lot of these birthdays, when people take someone on a date, it's really because they want to go and eat that. A lot of y'all know that you're like, oh, it gives me a reason to go spend $30 on this steak or whatever it could be. Anyways, you take her to her favorite place. She gets happier when you take her to her favorite place. So whether you're a realtor, you're a restaurant owner, regardless, food truck, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Are you trying to become the best or the favorite in your city, in your state, in the country? Think about that. Write down the reasons why this one would be best, why this one would be best, what works for you. Talk to your customers. Say, do you come here because I'm the best dry cleaners, or is it because I'm your favorite dry cleaners? I give away more coupons. I give more incentives when you come, when repeat customers and so on. So that's your homework for the week. Monkey Business with Hamid Yaz, episode number 2. Like, share, subscribe, and make sure, put it on Facebook. Put it somewhere. Let people see the madness, because it's only getting littier. FYI. I think my 10-year-old taught me that word, right? My 10-year-old.